Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Right, it's Monday, we're right back to the top of the workshop looking at the top performing map of the moment, and it's this one. It is 100% vanilla based on a real life location, and I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't have high hopes for this when I saw it on the workshop. I shrugged my shoulders, went, okay, but it is number one, I guess we should review it. I think actually I was a bit wrong. I think I was a little bit wrong. This map, the more I look at it, the more it grows on me. Now, I'm not going to tell you it's the most polished, beautiful vanilla map of all time. It really isn't. But there's something about this. If you're looking to do a specific style of build, I think we're really hitting the nail on the head here. So I'm going to give credit to the creator for that. I give credit to you, of course, if you grab yourself a BonBonBingo card. Link is in the description to check off the memes as we go along. And, of course, credit to everybody who partakes in the daily reminder. That's right, clicking that like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is Gold Coast by Bazco81. Gold Coast, of course, down there on the east coast of Australia. That's how they say Australia in Australia, isn't it? There's your start square. It's intricate. I'm going to say that. It's intricate. We have, it's real life location. It looks like this, okay? Resources are splurged, but I'll tell you what, they are definitely usable. If you're going away from the real life location, you could do a build on here playing vanilla rules. And if you've got Sunset Harbour and you want to do some fishing, there's even a full mix of fish. You have to go to the reservoir though. You might need the 81 tile mod, which is down here in the description as well. A 100% vanilla map. You don't need to subscribe to anything to play the game. We are using the vanilla temperate theme and the realistic 1.2 LUT. But yes, Bazco81. Brilliant. I'm going to say brilliant, my friend. Now, we have done them twice in the past, episodes 1334, which is a map that regulars will remember. I'll tell you about that in a moment. Let's have a look at this first intersection. It looks a little clunky. This is possibly my least favourite part of the whole map, this particular intersection. It just feels a bit clunky. Very difficult though, with a 100% vanilla map. Are we really looking to make everything look highly polished? And the map doesn't try and do that. But that particular intersection really doesn't do it for me. But everywhere else is okay, I feel. One or two minor grumbles. Anyway, yes, episode 1334 of WhatsMap. We gave them 9 stars, or I gave them 9 stars. That was that Manhattan map. You know, the real life take on Manhattan. I just didn't feel it, and I see improvements. And we also did them in episode 1353, which was Los Bezos, and I also gave them 9 stars for that one. Today's scores are going to be very similar, but I think this is a definite step upwards. The problem with a 100% vanilla map is it's never going to shine. You haven't got the custom themes to play with, and it's just it is where we are with these things. I mean, there are some very strong vanilla maps out there, but you have to be a really top creator, and I mean, I don't know if Bazco can make that. I certainly can't. Bazco, if you can do that, then you're a better creator than I. Anyway, here's the next intersection. This one's better. This one feels like it would work, and yeah, good and strong. Now, there was, on my first flyover on this map, somewhere a single tree under one of these roads. One single tree. And I can't find it. I actually spent 20 minutes of the review trying to find it again. I saw it, I go, yep, okay, we're going to have trees under the roads. Well, there aren't really any trees under the roads. There might be one somewhere. It might be there, it might not be there. It might be dementia setting in, which wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Yeah, Now, some of these roads have got a little bit of a jinky-janky here and there, but we're talking about the mildest jinky-jankies. So if you're spotting jinky-jankies and your Y's and BonBon mentioned, I've seen them, but within context of the map and how much they really affect things, I'm not that worried. Also, this roundabout feels a bit wonky because of the way that the road drops down. I was going to say on this corner, but of course it's a roundabout, it doesn't have corners. But you know what I mean by that. So yes, there are areas on the map which just feel unpolished. And that's basically because the map is unpolished. But what we have is a very intricate water map that, for a vanilla style play, is right on point. I can't believe I'm saying this. My first thoughts when I saw the screenshots were this map is going to have all sorts of problems. Steam train going down the old rail ramp there as well. But yeah, I just looked at this and I thought this map is going to have all sorts of problems. It felt, I'm going to say ugly, but not so much in the aesthetic way, but in the, when you look at a map and you go, oh no. Yeah, I had exactly that feeling when I saw it. And I'm wrong. I'm wrong. It's not a pretty map, but it's not that sort of ugly map. Oh, there's that tree. I see it now. Anyway, what have we got? There's your start square. Lots of water areas on start square. And rather than jump on back onto the highway and just follow the roads right off the edge of the map, which I feel today would be just wasting some time, we're going to go onto the rail. Now, the rail, I believe, I went down to ground level in Google, couldn't find any rail. I feel this is a fictitious addition for gameplay purposes. And I think it adds to gameplay. I think the inclusion of this rail adds. If you're trying to do a realistic recreation of Goal, you're going to have to want to bulldoze all of this. Not necessarily a huge problem, but yes, in terms of adding for gameplay, I would say it does that. In terms of adding to the quality of the build, though, I think it takes it down a little bit. The way that the rail is elevated all the way across, it just is awkward. It feels awkward. I know why it's been done. I know why. I can understand why it's been done. But it just doesn't feel right. And it doesn't look right. And all of that said, it's actually been done to a pretty decent standard. And it still doesn't feel right or look right, in my opinion. And you can disagree with me, quite rightly so. Tell me in the comments that I'm wrong. Have your own opinion. Yeah, absolutely how it should be. That's why we have voting at the end of the show. Coming up now, we've got a junction coming up here, which again feels a bit awkward, given that this is I believe, a custom creation and not a recreation of real life, because I couldn't find the rail. That rail, the way that it loops down and under and back up the other side, again, I can understand if it was one-way tracks, but as they were two-way tracks, I just don't get it. I don't understand. Anyway, as we now head on, we're now going to head off towards the edge of the map. So my chance to do a little plug for the channel. Coming up this Sunday, we're going to have something very special indeed. If you enjoyed the navigable canals, navigable aqueducts, sorry, from last Sunday, I've got something which will possibly blow that one out of the water. Oh, clunky intersection here with lots of stop-start and traffic lights and stuff that you're probably going to want to fix in Traffic Manager. But anyway, back to the rail. So yes, we've got and some trees under the rail where they're elevated. Shrug my shoulders. So yes, there is that coming this Sunday, and also if you haven't seen it and if you're a map maker, check the tutorial from last night. Please check it. If you're a map maker, you will want it. Anyway, let's take a brief intermission and come right back after this. Are you a fan of the show? Well, I guess if you're watching this, you really must be. And as you've made it through 1,000 reviews, it's time to really treat yourself. To emblazon yourself with all 1,000 thumbnails in one great garment. From the makers of WhatMap, it's the official WhatMap 1000 t-shirt. Get yours now. I love my t-shirt. Down to the shipping routes at Gold Coast by Bazco81. You're going to see something in a minute which I'm going to tell you is actually okay. Alright? You're expecting shipping triangles, aren't you? And there isn't one here, is there? But look, it doesn't quite connect. It does not quite. Let me see if I can grab that using Move It and grab the node. There we go. It doesn't actually connect. So there is no need for shipping triangle. Okay. I mean, I don't know if that was intended, but if it wasn't, it's done you a favour. We got shipping triangles here. It's a bit clunky triangle, but again, you're not really going to notice the way that the water, the ships are moving anyway. And you won't be able to get to there without doing a sharp turn up here. So we could have done with a couple of little triangles around the island. The bridges are a bit low for vanilla shipping, but I'm sure you'll find a way around that one, either using custom shipping or just not putting your harbour so far up the old waterways. Speaking of waterways, we have got lots of them, and there's a key one there with water flow in it, so if you want to pump and draw, you're good. There's also plenty of water spawn points as well, so if you worry about draining the area, just stick your water pumps on one of these blue dots and you should be okay as well. Okay, the map as a whole. This water area is really intricate and really well done for a vanilla style build. It does feel a little bit subpar, but have a look here. In terms of buildability, let me just grab a road. Hang on. And we've got to grab a road. Yes, just want to show you that these areas are buildable. And we've got clipping on. Hag. I'm trying to record the show here, game. Come on, please. Please let me. And I'm still... we're in business, guys. There we go. So, yes. If you have a look there, that's one of the wider ones, but even on the narrow ones, there is a tile on either side. So you'll be using lots of 1x1 or 1x2 or 2x1s in those areas. Should make for an interesting build. The beaches are okay. I'm not going to say the most exciting things ever, but they're okay. One or two places like here, where you can just see the cliff texture starting to edge through. It's not totally polished, but again, for the sort of map that it is more than adequate. I mean, more than adequate. And then if we go inland, we've got a few dotted lakes. The lakes feel a bit clunky. And we're going to have a river over here, which will also feel a little bit clunky. There are areas that just could do with a little bit more polish. And again, the top creators, these rivers here, which just looks like a bit of a gouge. I'm sure it's following the exact path, okay? But it does feel like a bit of a gouge. I think the top creators would have just softened all of this and made it just a little bit more palatable. Got a big old reservoir at the top, beautiful. And where there is quite clearly in real life a dam. We haven't got the dam, and I'm sure the temptation to use the vanilla dam was there, but they've gone with the basics, and the basics work fine. I mean, again, the top creators would have gone to the next level, but we can't expect every creator to do all the top things all of the time. And then we have just like loads of these little intricate areas, all very intricate and nice, which is making me feel a bit hungry. And if you fancy a bite, here is the place to go. It's the cabaret bar, Dracula's. I don't know if it's part of a chain, but if it's not, it really ought to be. It looks absolutely amazing. Unlike these trees, who are dotted down here on the coastline, if these were palm trees from the vanilla tropical theme, we would be okay. But being that they're temperate, they wouldn't live. But hey, it's out of the 25 tiles on a vanilla style map. Does it really matter that much? Well, it matters a little bit. Okay, back to the start square. Let's have a look. Oh, look, it's just intricate waterways everywhere and a beautiful asset of the day. I am absolutely thrilled by this one. Modern Exhibition Hall by HooHeeHaa. HooHeeHaa, if you're watching this one, I am super impressed. I'm loving the way it's been left empty as well, so if you could do like a car show or an art show or something like that by placing the props inside, and you'll be able to see through the windows into it. It's amazing work. And factoids, because factoids. Today's factoid was taken from the obviously impartial draculas.com.au/Gold Coast. The ultimate nightlife experience is what Dracula's is. Dracula's is an MA15 plus cabaret featuring adult themes, partial nudity, and coarse language. Feck that. Parental discretion is advised. Look, if you're taking your kids to a cabaret bar called Dracula's, I think you're probably not the world's best parent. Probably. Anyways, look at the inside of this building. Just look at this. Oh, HooHeeHaa. You have absolutely made my week with this. Beautiful work. More like this, please. And I applaud. The high point of my day. Very nice. Modern Exhibition Hall by HooHeeHaa. Today's asset of the day. Right, so what do you think of today's map? Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. Hit the I button now in the top right corner of the screen or the link in the description. It'll take you to the voting page where you can vote for free. But what do I think of today's map? Well, aesthetically, it does the job. I'm not going to try it and sell this up as being a beautiful map. It really isn't. But it looks like the location, and it's not done anything wrong. It's mostly been held back by the fact that it is a vanilla map, and it just doesn't work for this style of vanilla build. In the better creator, possibly would be into 4 stars, but I think we're going to go for a high 3. Detailing, there's not really too much wrong with it. That one stray tree on the road and a couple of stray trees on the beach. And lots of intricate work, but nothing to the next level. So I'm going to go medium high 3 stars. Gameplay, do you know what? I think this would work. For what it's needed, I think it works. What the hell? Yeah, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going into 4 stars. Yeah, go for it. 4 stars. For gameplay potential. I can't believe I said that. Do you know what? What the heck? Let's go the full hog. BonBonB seal of approval. That would work for a vanilla recreation of the Gold Coast very nicely indeed. And if you don't want to recreate it like for like, you've got all the resources dotted around for a standard vanilla play. Told you, it's growing on me. The more I watch this, the more I am liking it. I'm not loving it, but liking it. Anyway, that's the high point of today's show. If you're still here, you're part of the 20 now elite. Use the word of the day in the comments. Score yourself some population points just for fun. And I'll be back tomorrow with another map in the What's Map series. Make sure you are up to date with all the tutorials, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. How does that sound? Deal? Deal.